Good morning and welcome to Motivational Moments with Donna. I am Donna Hilfiger and thank you for joining me today. I've been reading your emails and I really appreciate you writing in, and I have a lot of people asking me about health questions. Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm a really good coach, and I'm here to tell you that our thoughts do affect our health, and that's based on results of people that I've worked with all over the world. I've got story after story after story that would probably blow your mind, that cleaning up our thoughts puts us in a good state of health. And just to give you a easy example is when we're really stressed out, that compromises our immune system and causes us to get sick. And I'm sure this has happened to probably every last one of you out there listening to this show that, I can buy that. Well, it even goes deeper than that. I mean, the people that I've worked with that say, oh, it always gets worse before it gets better, and oh, this is going to be the death of me. And oh my goodness, this is killing me. Oh, this job is killing me. Guess what? It really is, because you're believing it. And this is what you're pumping into your subconscious mind every single time you say those words. And if we're thinking this, because I'm not a doctor, but you can Google it and come up with God knows how many different proof about this. But when we're thinking these thoughts, and once we believe this stuff, it creates new neural pathways in our minds. And when we create these new neural pathways, it gets us into doing the same old. And if we're doing the same old thing over and over and over, it's going to create the same old results, especially with our health. I've worked with people who had tried to get pregnant. I happened to be like 20 some years ago, when technology is not as advanced as it is today. A lady was trying to get pregnant. She'd been trying for 11 years. And the doctor finally said, just give it up. Go on and adopt. We've tried everything that we can. I just happened to be partnered up with her. Coincidence? I think not. I'm going, this is why they call it practice in medicine. Because we didn't have the technology that we did. I don't remember what her issue was, but one session with this woman, I was in a class and I was learning some new techniques. One session with this woman released the subconscious block that was keeping her body from getting pregnant, and the woman was pregnant within 3 months. I can't make this stuff up. I became the baby whisperer. I remember I was at a wedding in St. Thomas, and after the wedding, the bride came over to me and she said, I want you to work with this person. She's trying to get pregnant. And I was like, I'm not getting a good vibe from her. She goes, I don't care what kind of vibe you're getting from her. She wants to get pregnant. You're the best. Get over here and work with her. I said, okay. I do remember what her block was because I couldn't read her. So I used this technique called muscle testing, which we'll get into that in another segment. But I took her back to the very moment that she developed this subconscious block. And I was like, what happened at this particular age? And right off, she goes, oh my gosh, I remember I got into the biggest fight with my mother, and I said this and I said this, and she went on to this rant, and she said, here comes the key words. I am never having children. I'm like, touchdown, there you go. Then I reprogrammed with her and gave her some tools and techniques to work with her. Like I said, I can't make this stuff up. She got pregnant that night. And she knows that because her husband flew out the next day because he travels internationally for business. And she tracked the days back. She got pregnant that night. I mean, this is how it works in our bodies, but we're not taught this. We're not taught this. None of us are taught this growing up. And we don't believe this. I have had my own health concerns. I had my daughter one time when she was a little thing, and she's grown up with me, so she believes that anything's possible. She had a fever of 104, and she's laying in bed crying her eyes out. I'm doing my energy work on her. I'm pulling out all the stops. I'm like, I have done all that I can. I said, this is on you. This is up to you now. And she goes, what do I do, Mommy? I said, see yourself getting better. I said, I'm going to pop this thermometer in your mouth, and you're going to see it in your mind with your fever going down. I'm telling you, she had 104 fever, and the party was hours away. I started popping it in. I was like, okay, it's going down. It really wasn't going down in the beginning, but she believed me. So guess what? The next time I popped it in her mouth, it went down a little bit. I said, okay, let's wait a couple of minutes. Goes down a little bit. Within an hour, she'd gone from 104 fever to nothing. Pops out of bed and says, okay, I'm feeling good. Can I go to the party? I said, absolutely. She packed her stuff, went to the sleepover, and she was fine. I can't make this stuff up. I've seen it with so many people. But Why did it work so well and so quick for my daughter? Because she already had the belief system that this kind of stuff works. The people who have thought, oh, I've got to take a pill for the rest of my life, and like I said, I'm not a doctor, so go talk to your doctor about this. But the people who think that I've got to do this in order to be healthy, they're going to continue to have to do this because this is what they believe. Whatever we believe, who was it that said, I think it was Napoleon Hill, whatever the mind of a man can believe, he can achieve. I've seen it. I've seen it with people all over the world, and they're no different than you are. It's what they think. I had my husband one time, he had LASIK, and he developed the most crucial pain in his eye, and I worked with him, and come to find out, it was something he didn't want to see that was going on in his life. And once we worked through that, the pain magically went away instantly, just like that. He's curled up in a fetal position one minute, and the next minute he's fine. I can't make this stuff up. It can work for you just as well as it did for all of these people. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you get a good takeaway, and continue to send me your emails, Donna@DonnaHilfiger.com. Have a great day.